Now, if you're in the United States like me, there's very few manufacturers that you actually have access to when it comes to smartphones. We mainly have Google, OnePlus, Samsung, and Apple. Those, for the most part, are the heavy hitters that people really know about, and OnePlus is a pretty distant fourth, and even Google being a pretty distant third. Where this becomes a problem is there's a ton of great devices overseas that fortunately we just don't get access to. So instead of just complaining on forums or complaining in a YouTube video, I decided to do something about it. And today we're gonna go ahead and unbox it. So first things first, if this is your first time stopping by the channel, this is Ike'sTechTalk, where we cover the latest in tech news, reviews, and discussions. If that's something that you're interested in, do yourself a favor, hit that like and subscribe button down below. And with that being said, let's get into the unboxing. So getting right into the unboxing, got my knife here. We'll go ahead and crack this open. While we're opening this, I'll go ahead and give a shout out to the homies during the Ike'sTechTalk weekly live stream, which we do every Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. So definitely stop by, show some love. It's a fun time. We don't just talk tech. Sometimes we talk sports, sometimes we talk video games. Just kind of depends on whatever happens for the night. So definitely make sure you stop by. Just a short plug. So I'll go ahead and shout them out because this is one that they actually kind of inspired. I had a couple questions there for them. So I'll go ahead and get in so that way you guys, with your anticipation, can know exactly what this is. So we have, that's a FedEx box that it looks like they actually used just to kind of secure the packaging. Okay, perfect. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull this right out, throw that off to the side. So first, go ahead and show you guys exactly the box here. Now, I did purchase this on Swappa. I got a really solid deal on that, but I'll go into that in a little bit. But as you're gonna see here, that big 11, let me do it on that side so you guys can see. Yep, it is the Xiaomi Mi 11. So I did go ahead and pick one up. Shout out to the Mi Mafia. You guys know who you are. Really inspired this pickup here because, like I said, I've been dying to try something outside of Samsung, Apple, and Google. So this should definitely kind of ease that desire just a bit here. So throw it out to the side, and the seller was dope enough to include a Rinky Fusion. I think this is the Fusion X case, so he did include that as well. So shout out to him for doing that. It's my first time really using that case. Feels pretty solid so far. Got it off to the side. Bring this back in, and we're just gonna unbox it. He said he had it for about 2 weeks and then just decided to sell it. So hey, his loss is my gain. Is kind of how I see it. I got it for about $630 shipped. So super great price on it. Super great deal. He said everything that was originally in the box should be in here too. So we got, that feels like that might be the SIM removal tool. Throw that in there. Booklets like usual. And we do get the Xiaomi clear case that actually comes with the device. And it's just kind of a nice little silicone case, nothing too fancy. I'll probably rock that because I like the color that I got on the Xiaomi Mi 11. So we'll probably rock that. Next here, he even put the device back inside the protective plastic, which is always dope. So we do have that. You can see everything there. I did get it in the blue. That was the color that I wanted, and it was the color he was selling. So that actually worked out super well. He does have the USB cable. Now, I will let you guys know that this particular device, Xiaomi decided to kind of follow in the ways of Apple and Samsung and not include the charger in the box. But if you buy it from certain retailers and manufacturers, you can go ahead and get a charger sent to you free with your purchase. So definitely do some research if you need the charger. I'm gonna use wireless charging, so no cares in regards to that. But let's go ahead and get this thing undressed. Got some specs here on the front. Cinematic 108 megapixel camera, enhanced night modes, WQHD, 120 hertz. That's what I'm really excited for. Snapdragon 888, we already knew that. 55 watt wired charging and 50 watt wireless charging. That's gonna be pretty cool to test out. Maybe I'll see. And I can see it kind of has this shift, like this kind of glimmer. I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but you can see as I'm kind of moving it, kind of changes the gradient a bit. So I really do like that. It is dope. Also, the device feels really, really narrow in my hand. Like I'm pretty sure it's because they curved the back of the phone as well as the front. So it kind of feels really narrow and really, really good in the hands. It doesn't feel super, super heavy either. I'm coming from my Pixel 4 XL, so this is a pretty big step up screen size wise, about 4 inches bigger. I see those Harman Kardon speakers there. Let's see if I can get that in and go on that side for you guys. Oh, pull it back out. There you go. You can see those speakers, top and bottom. So that's gonna be dope as well. Let's go ahead and power her on, see if we got any juice. Perfect, we do. We get the Mi branding right there, powered by Android, obviously. But like I said, this is the 256 gigabyte 8 gigabytes of RAM model. So I think this is like the mid-tier. Got your boot up animation there. This is the mid-tier model. So like I said, definitely got a super solid deal on it. I'm really looking forward to testing out MIUI, and this is running, I'm not gonna be able to get that, but it is running MIUI 12.5, so do have the latest. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go ahead and get this set up, and then I'll be back once I have it set up, and we can kind of just run through some of the basic things as far as my first impressions of MIUI and the Xiaomi Mi 11. So be back in a flash, guys. So I finally have the Xiaomi Mi 11 set up and ready to go. And I just noticed a couple things here. I've been using it for about 2-3 hours, and I've already noticed some things that I really, really like about the Mi 11 and Xiaomi software MIUI. So first thing is gonna have to be this in-display fingerprint sensor. While it's not as fast as the physical one on the Pixel 5, it's more convenient because it's on the front of the device. And like if I press here, you can see it doesn't take that long at all. I'll definitely give up that little bit of extra speed if it's more convenient for me here on the front of the device. That way, if it's laying face down on a table, I can still go ahead and unlock the device versus having to lift it up for facial recognition or lift it up to scan my finger on the back. So it's just overall to me more convenient. I'm really hoping that the Pixel can kind of take the fast fingerprint sensor, like the speed of the fingerprint sensor on the back, and combine it with in-display for the front. That to me would be like the perfect setup. Also, while I'm looking here at it, are these really cool super wallpapers. So if you can see, that's my always on display. This is my lock screen. And then, I'm gonna try to do this without looking. There we go. And that's the home screen. So you can see these super wallpapers are literally just like an extension of all 3 aspects of your home screen. Your lock screen, your always on display, and your home screen wallpaper. So with the super wallpapers, you'll see here that they're super, super fluid. Like I'm sitting here just pressing the power button over and over again, trying to get this animation to stutter, and it's 100% not stuttering. So you can see it's super, super smooth, and that kind of leads me into the next point, which is just overall UI performance. Now, I'm comparing it to the Galaxy S21 Ultra just because that's another device that has a pretty heavy skin on top of Android, because MIUI is definitely heavy. And while the S21 Ultra isn't slow, it is an extremely fast device. Once you hit an application, things load up really, really fast. But where I get into an issue with the S21 Ultra and One UI is just overall fluidity. While the device feels super fast, it doesn't feel as fluid as, say, like an iPhone or a Pixel. It's something that you really have to kind of pay attention to when you're using the home launcher, not using Nova or Launcher, but actually using the One UI launcher. Now with MIUI, and this is 12.5, everything is super fluid. It literally feels like I have the speed of opening apps of, say, like the S21 Ultra combined with the fluidity of a Pixel. So it sits somewhere perfectly in the middle, and I absolutely love how fast animations work and how overall fluid the device is. To get into the next thing is actually gonna be the home bar. So if you look here, there's no home bar there. You can actually hide it. So take the Pixel for example, that home bar is there whether you need it or not. So in certain applications, Google doesn't blend in the nav bar correctly with those applications. So sometimes you'll have a nav bar and there'll be like a gray or white background when you're looking at a darker background application. So the nav bar kind of sticks out. Versus here on the Xiaomi Mi 11 and even the Galaxy S21 Ultra can do it as well, you can hide that nav bar. So if you don't need it, which if you get used to using the gestures, you honestly won't, you can hide it. So that's gonna give you more screen real estate when you're actually going through applications and just overall just using the device. You're gonna end up with more screen real estate, which obviously is always nice. And you're gonna have that nav bar and the extra colored bar kind of cutting into your content. Like I said, those were some of the things that I kind of noticed right off the bat with the Xiaomi Mi 11. Obviously, this is not a review by any means. This is literally just after a few hours. This is the things that I noticed that I liked. As far as I'm not too much of a fan of, I think I might have already resolved it, but there was something with the security kind of built-in Xiaomi app where you have this, it's called security scan, where every time I went to go and like download an application or something like that, it would actually give me an option, or not an option, but it would actually give me a prompt saying that it's scanning the application almost again to make sure that it's safe, which anything from the Google Play Store uses Google's, I'm not sure what it's called, but uses Google's kind of secure scan before it fully installs anyway. So I don't see the need of the redundancy there. Also, I noticed too, whenever you go to say like side load an application or something like that from an unknown source, you get a prompt just like normal where it says, are you sure you want to allow this? But Xiaomi takes this a step further, I would say for the worse, and gives you this prompt that gives you like a 10-second countdown and ask you to confirm. I feel like that first ask to confirm where Google says, do you want to allow it? Check yes or check no. That's more than enough. And if Xiaomi wants to be a little bit more precautious with that, I completely understand that their heart may be in the right place. But like I said, overall, it's just a bit redundant. It's kind of where I'm coming from. If there is a way to disable that, definitely let me know. I'd be more than happy to disable that. But that's gonna do it for this one, guys. I can't wait to give you guys more coverage here on the device. If you guys are looking forward to that coverage, again, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below. As always, this is Ike's Tech Talk. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day. See you in the next one. Peace out.